Greetings and welcome to Connect and Thrive, Volunteering NT's new initiative to help enrich lives and connect communities. It is produced for volunteer-involving organisations in the NT, but we're hoping that groups Australia-wide will benefit as we explore and troubleshoot the issues that such organisations commonly face. This week's episode discusses how best to recognise the efforts of our volunteers and gives several suggestions, both formal and informal, for doing so. This is such an important area that it receives its very own national standard, number 7. As always, it is narrated by Volunteering NT's Meeta Das. Enjoy.
Let's talk about volunteer loyalty and what you can do to ensure your volunteers keep coming back. So if you think about the best experience you've ever had volunteering or maybe working somewhere, the chances are it wasn't just about the tasks that you were doing. It was probably about how appreciated you felt, because recognition fuels loyalty. Volunteers don't just stick around because they're generous. Generosity gets them through the door, but it's recognition that keeps them coming back. If volunteers don't feel valued, they'll probably drift away. But when you celebrate them and recognise them, they'll stay, and they might even bring their friends along. So recognition is the foundation of loyalty. When you say thank you in a meaningful way, volunteers know that they're more than just free labour. And that's exactly what the National Standard for Volunteer Involvement, Standard 7, reminds us of, that volunteers are recognised for their contributions. So recognition is best practice. So how can we practically recognise our volunteers? Different people value different things. So have a variety of ways that you recognise your volunteers. Here are some ideas, and make sure that you're respecting any cultural or personal values. Not everyone enjoys public praise or wants a bottle of wine, for example. So the first thing is formal recognition. So simple things like certificates or Volunteer of the Month awards, or nominate them for your national awards or state or territory awards. The second thing, social connection. Set up some WhatsApp or Messenger groups for your volunteers so that they can make friends, and highlight them on your social media. The third thing, think about what you can give them for free, like free merchandise, maybe t-shirts or pens. Maybe you have partnerships with other organisations and you can give away free tickets or even discounted tickets. The fourth thing is career building things, so things like LinkedIn endorsements, mentorship opportunities, networking, referees, maybe free police checks or working with children checks. The fifth thing is have some community events. So maybe you can organise an afternoon tea or a barbecue or recognition lunches. Just some simple gatherings where your volunteers can get together and feel part of the family. So recognition doesn't have to be expensive, and volunteers don't really often care about the size or the monetary value of the reward or recognition. They care about the sincerity of it. So even a simple handwritten card can make the difference. So it's not about the money, it's about the meaning. So if you want your volunteers to keep coming back, celebrate them, thank them, shine a light on their contributions, and make them feel special. Because when volunteers feel recognised, they don't just return, they can become your greatest ambassadors.
Thanks, Meeta. The idea that recognition equals best practice really appeals to me. It seems obvious that recognition is the foundation of loyalty, especially when I reflect on my own career. But it is something I fear I have often felt too busy to prioritise. Having this codified in the standards really brings this home for me. I will definitely be following some of Meeta's suggestions for how to recognise our volunteers, especially knowing that it doesn't necessarily have to be formal, complicated, or expensive. Next week, we look at governance and how important it is to have a strong committee when leading volunteers. For more information and to connect with Volunteering NT, check out our Facebook page. Contact details are in the About tab. We also have a presence on Instagram and LinkedIn. If you'd like to learn more about the national standards for volunteer involvement and to explore other useful tools and resources, make yourself a cup of tea and Google National Knowledge Base for Volunteer Management. From all of us here at Volunteering NT, we'd like to say thanks for listening and we look forward to your continued support.